Namaste. Welcome to Spirit, Soul, and Friends Friday Night Chill and Chant with me, Madhavaya Dasi. So happy you can join me on this Friday night. The weeks just fly by. I hope that you are staying warm if you're in the Northeast, because I know there's a blizzard happening there. And here in the South, we got a wonderful blast of spring. It was almost 80 degrees today. It was beautiful. And California, the West Coast, I hear is pretty cold. So wherever you are, I hope you're bundled, staying warm or staying dry. And thank you for joining me for doing some Kirtan. So whether you're cooking dinner or giving the kids a bath, or just sitting with a cozy cup of tea, join me in this call and response of chanting of these sacred mantras. And a mantra is a name of God. Any name of God is a mantra. When you break down the word mantra, man means mind, and tra means that which frees you from. So the spiritual potency of God's names, of mantras, can actually free your mind from cares and worries. So as a byproduct of chanting and adding this practice to your daily life, you can create a peaceful mind, a peaceful heart, a steadiness of I would say consciousness, because when you're chanting, you're engaging your senses, and our senses are connected directly to our minds. So wherever our senses are, there our mind will go, and our heart. But if you are chanting and focusing on the mantra, your mind is going to be there too. So it's a wonderful way to get control of your mind if that is an issue. Sometimes when we're stressed out or despairing or going through certain things in our lives, it's hard to control the mind and our thoughts. So when you use this meditation, it really truly helps. And the ultimate goal of chanting God's names is to uncover the spirit soul, the spirit soul's dormant love for God. And that's something that is innate to the soul and can be experienced by everyone. So we're going to do more chanting, and it's just call and response. You don't have to have a particularly good sounding voice, doesn't matter. It's an activity of the soul, so you just chant from your heart. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. Everyone join me. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. Chaitanya, Nityananda, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Chaitanya, Nityananda. So I'm hoping that people are able to tune in from Facebook and or YouTube. If you are tuning in, can you just drop a comment and let me know that you're there? I'm wanting to see if this is actually live streaming. So we're going to chant a little bit more. Gopala, Govinda, and then Ram, then Govinda and Gauranga. Not in that order. Haribol. Haribol means sing or chant the names of God. If you're just watching the replay, thank you for tuning in on your Friday night. It's fun to wind down your week with some chill meditation, and this mantra meditation and Kirtan is the best. In a minute we're going to do Japa meditations, so you might want to grab your beads if you have them, but now we're going to do Kirtan with a drum. going to back this up a little bit. Ready? Excuse me. Excuse me, I need some water. Coolio. Chant and be happy. We're going to do mantra meditation in the form of Japa meditation. Japa means repetition. This is a really great technique that you can add to your already existing spiritual practice, or if you've wanted to always meditate. This is a really fun, easy way to do it. It doesn't require that you work hard to empty your mind out, which is super hard to do for most people. Our minds are always kind of, it's really hard. It's impossible to empty your mind completely. You're always kind of think of something. So what you want to do is work with your mind by adding these sacred mantras. And when you are focusing, hearing these mantras, you're able to focus your mind on the sound. And in that way, your heart and consciousness is purified by the potency, the spiritual potency of these mantras or God's names. We're going to use the mantra Nityananda, which means the giver of spiritual strength. And we will start by putting our finger on a bead that's on either side of the head bead. And we'll say the mantra Nityananda on the bead, then go to the next one, and we'll go all the way around. We got this. You could do it. I'm going to challenge you guys. Okay. Deep breath. And begin. Nityananda, 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 excuse me, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. So I yawned. So like you could see, as a byproduct of using God's names in meditation, it calms the mind. It really does. So it's really nice to do at the end of your day as well. I do it in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of my day. But doing it at the end of the day really calms your mind enough so that you could sleep well. When you water your inner spiritual garden and feed you, the soul, with transcendental sound vibration, you, the soul, are going to be peaceful. It's just how it is. The soul can only really get the happiness and peace that it craves by spiritual activities. And these mantras and chanting them is the recommended spiritual activity for this day and age. And if you notice, I was kind of chanting it a little loud. You chant it just loud enough for you to hear, but if you feel like your mind is kind of wandering and going here and there, just say it a little bit louder to catch your mind and focus on the sound. That's awesome, you guys. So I encourage you to do a little bit of Japa meditation every day, listen to Kirtan a little bit every day. So we're going to do a little food for thought, food for the soul, from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. It was transliterated by my grandfather's spiritual teacher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And we're going to read from a chapter called the Transcendental Knowledge. And it's from chapter 4, and it's text 34. And it really is spiritual life simplified. If you want to understand spiritual knowledge, this is a very important text. It says, so this is the Supreme Lord talking. It says, he says, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. So, spiritual life requires a certain amount of humility. The humility that allows us to have an empty cup. Spiritual knowledge is so vast, and it's nothing that our material minds can grasp or perceive. And so just like if we were wanting to learn brain surgery, we wouldn't go out and just pick the first person off the street and say, teach me how to do brain surgery. We would seek out someone who has gone to school, has learned by people who know how to do brain surgery, and learn from them submissively. Because if you don't and you try to go rogue, it could be dangerous, right? So in spiritual life, we have to come to the point where we realize that things of spiritual nature we can't grasp with our minds, and we need to approach a spiritual teacher that has learned the absolute truth from a spiritual teacher who is also in the consciousness of pure knowledge, and understand from them, learn from them, that we are not these material bodies, that we are an eternal soul, eternally connected to the Supreme Soul in love and service. And those basic spiritual principles are passed on by every bona fide spiritual teacher. And beyond that, those basic spiritual principles is the very deep spiritual knowledge of the soul and of the soul's relationship to the Supreme Soul. And so the beginning of spiritual life is truly understanding that we need to learn from someone. We can't learn about God and about the soul and about the soul's relationship with God unless we hear from someone who knows God and already loves God. And then that association and that learning from that person, we, by chanting and hearing and, as it said, rendering service to them, we can learn how to love the Supreme Lord as well, and learn about who God is and who we are truly, and understand the true purpose of life, which is to love and serve the Supreme. So I hope that you've enjoyed chanting with me tonight, and I will be back on Wednesday for lunchtime Kirtan, so you can join me at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. If you're in Wilmington, North Carolina, we will be at the Unity Church of Wilmington after their service at 12:30 to do Kirtan. So if you're in town, join us. And I hope that everyone chants a little bit every day and gains peace and happiness, because peaceful individuals create a peaceful society. Namaste, Haribo.